Remember that gut-wrenching feeling when your jokes stop getting laughs? Or when her texts go from novel length to one-word replies? Yeah, buddy, that's the sound of her interest fading faster than your hairline after a trip to Taco Bell. We've all been there. You meet someone amazing, the sparks fly, and you're riding high on cloud nine. But then slowly, something shifts. Her gaze lingers a little less, her laughter isn't quite as loud, and you're left wondering where it all went wrong. It's like that moment in a horror movie when the music stops, and you know something bad is about to happen. Except in this case, the only monster is the growing distance between you two. And trust me, that silence can be deafening. Let's set the scene, gentlemen. Picture this. You in your prime, charming the pants off her. Figuratively, of course, we're trying to be classy here. You're witty, confident, and she can't get enough of you. Fast forward a few months, and you're glued to your phone, anxiously awaiting her response. What happened? Here's a news flash. Women are attracted to strength, to passion, to a man on a mission. Somewhere along the way, you traded in your own goals and aspirations for the constant need for her validation. You became so focused on keeping her happy that you forgot about your own happiness. And that, my friend, is a recipe for disaster. Because when you lose sight of yourself, you become a shadow of the man she was initially drawn to. You become, dare I say it, boring. And nobody wants to date boring. Now, before you go thinking I'm some kind of love guru who's got it all figured out, let me tell you, I've been in the trenches. I've experienced the soul-crushing sting of rejection, the frustration of not understanding why she wasn't feeling it anymore. It's humbling, to say the least. There was this one girl, let's call her Sarah. Sarah was everything I thought I ever wanted. Intelligent, beautiful, and with a laugh that could melt glaciers. We were great together, or so I thought. But then the texts became less frequent. The dates were harder to schedule, and I was left wondering where I went wrong. It was a tough pill to swallow, but it forced me to take a long, hard look in the mirror. What I saw wasn't pretty. I'd become complacent, insecure, and overly dependent on her for my own happiness. I'd lost sight of who I was and what I wanted. And Sarah, like any woman with a pulse, could sense it. Section 4. The validation trap. Seeking her approval above all else. Here's the thing, guys. Women can smell desperation from a mile away, and nothing is less attractive than a man who is constantly seeking validation from his partner. It's like trying to sell a car with a broken engine. No matter how much you polish the exterior, it's not going to fool anyone. When you base your self-worth on her opinion of you, you give away your power. You become a puppet, dancing to the tune of her every whim, hoping for a crumb of approval. And let me tell you, that's not a good look. The truth is, women are drawn to men who are confident in themselves, men who have their own lives, passions, and goals. They want a partner, not a project. They want someone who will challenge them, inspire them, and make them feel alive. Section 5. The high value way. It's not what you think. Now, when I say high value, I'm not talking about driving a fancy car or having a six-pack, although those things don't hurt. I'm talking about something much deeper, something that resonates from within. A high-value man is a man of substance. He has integrity, ambition, and a strong sense of self. He's passionate about his work, his hobbies, and his relationships. He's constantly striving to improve himself, both physically and mentally. He doesn't need external validation because he already knows his worth. He doesn't chase after women because he's confident that the right one will be drawn to his energy and his zest for life. He's a man on a mission, and that mission doesn't involve seeking approval from anyone but himself. Section 6. Unleash your inner beast. Practical steps to reclaim your mojo. So how do you become this high-value man? It's not rocket science, but it does require effort and consistency. Here are a few practical steps to get you started. Rediscover your passions. Remember that thing you used to love doing but stopped because you were too busy trying to impress her? Yeah, go do that. Passion is contagious, and it will make you infinitely more attractive. Set goals and crush them. Having goals gives you direction and purpose. It shows the world, and more importantly yourself, that you're going places. Start small, build momentum, and celebrate your victories. Take care of your physical health. This doesn't mean you need to become a gym rat, but taking care of your body shows that you respect yourself. Eat well, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. Your body will thank you for it. Cultivate your mind. Read books, listen to podcasts, learn a new skill. The more you know, the more confident you'll become. And confidence, my friend, is sexy. Section 7. Your empire awaits. Time to build a life you love. At the end of the day, the most attractive thing a man can do is to build a life he loves. When you're passionate about your work, your hobbies, and your relationships, you radiate an energy that is irresistible. So, stop chasing after her approval and start building your own empire. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the right woman will be drawn to you like moths to a flame. Trust me, the chase is far more rewarding when you're pursuing your own greatness. Now go out there and make it happen. Your empire awaits.